In this video, we're going to explain how to do the exercises of description of circuits. In these exercises, you have to draw the diagram of the circuit. Okay, there is a lot of text to read, and there are a lot of components to insert in your circuit. So my recommendation is, in this case, use pencil instead of pen to solve it, because you are going to need to delete some parts of the circuit depending on the description and depending on the components you have to insert. Okay, there are multiple solutions to draw a circuit, but I'm going to solve just one. But check that the important thing is all the connections are in the correct way. In this case, it says that draw the diagram of a circuit fed by a battery of 9 volts with 2 branches in parallel. Okay, here there is a mistake. This is 2 branches in parallel. So I'm going to start with a battery, and I'm going to split the circuit into 2 branches in parallel. So one branch is in this direction, another branch is in this direction. To finish the circuit, these branches must be connected again. Remember that when something is in parallel, I need a connection input and another connection in the output, and then connect it to the negative pole. Okay, in the first branch, well, this battery is of 9 volts. Okay, in the first branch, there is a resistor and a motor in series. So this is the first branch, and there is a resistor. You must know the symbols of the component, and a motor. This is the symbol of the motor in series, and I close the branch. In the second branch, there is a buzzer and a bulb, but in parallel. So as they are in parallel, I have to again split the circuit in 2 branches. In one branch there is a buzzer, and in the other branch there is a bulb. Again, connection is in the input, connections in the output. Okay, this is the general circuit, but I have to insert some components to control it and to measure it. So that's why you will need a rubber to delete some parts of the circuit to insert these components. If the whole circuit is controlled by a general switch, well, the first thing you must know is all the control components must be connected in the positive part of the circuit. The positive part is between the positive pole, which is this, and the components. So the positive part is this part of the circuit. So the control components must be connected in this cable, not in the rest of the circuit, which is the negative. Okay, it says that the whole circuit is controlled by a general switch. So this switch must switch on and off all the components by pressing. So I need a part of the cable that all the electrons cross this cable. So I need to insert the general switch only next to the battery. So I'm going to delete this part of the cable, and I'm going to insert a switch, a general switch here. So this way, when I open the circuit, all the components will switch off. In the first branch, I'm going to focus on the first branch, is controlled by a switch. So again, I need to insert a switch here, but only in the first branch. And the second branch is controlled by a push button. Okay, it doesn't say if it's a normally open or normally closed. I'm going to insert in the second branch, but in this part of the second branch, in this case, normally open push button. I think that is a normally open because it's the normal way to control a buzzer. Only when I press this push button, the buzzer will sound. Okay, I have finished with the control. Now, the measuring components. The measuring components, I have 2 options. I have the option of a ammeter or voltmeter. The ammeter must be connected in series with the component to measure, and the voltmeter in parallel with the component they have to. So it says draw a meter to measure the current of the motor. Okay, the motor is here and it's an ammeter. So I need to connect an ammeter in series with the motor. In series is before or after the motor. Both cases are correct. In this case, I'm going to insert the ammeter here. As it is in series, I need again to delete here and insert an ammeter that will tell me the current of the motor in series. The voltmeter to measure the voltage of the valve. The voltage must be in parallel. The valve is this. So a connection in parallel with the valve must be before and after the valve a voltmeter. So this is an option. This voltmeter tells me the voltage of the buzzer, of the valve. And this is the end of the exercise. As an example, there are other options to do it. For example, instead of drawing the branches in parallel like this, other option would be having the branches like this, a resistor, a motor, and another branch in parallel with the buzzer, and no, sorry, these two are in parallel. The second branch with the buzzer and the valve in parallel. This is another option that is as well correct. This scheme, this diagram of the circuit is the same like this one. Both are completely correct. I need to insert the rest of the components. Okay, a switch next to the battery. A switch for the first branch. A push button in the second branch. An ammeter with the motor. And a voltmeter with the valve. And this would be the end of the circuit. Maybe here you don't have. Okay, there is a cable here that maybe you don't see. Okay, this is the solution. This circuit and this circuit are exactly the same. Two different ways to draw the same diagram.